Hello foodies, welcome to Foodland. Today's recipe is very special to me. It's called Sabudana Thalipeeth. You can call it as Tapioca Pancakes, but they are a spicy version of it. As we all know, Sabudana or Tapioca pearls, we always eat it as a recipe, as a fasting recipe, such as Sabudana Khichdi, Sabudana Vada or Sabudana Kheer. But this is something different I came up with. So this is called Sabudana Thalipeeth. Let's get started with the recipe. This is about 1.5 cups of tapioca. I'm going to soak it overnight. Okay, so I washed this tapioca 2 times and soaking it in water for about 15 minutes. We do not have to soak the tapioca in this much water, but for first 15 minutes I'm going to soak it in this much of water, and then I'm going to drain some of the water. We need all these ingredients, so let's get started. Here is 1.5 cups of soaked tapioca. As I showed you earlier, I soaked it in the water. I washed it, I soaked it in the water for 15 minutes, and then I drained most of the water and kept it for overnight. And this is how they look. They are fluffy and like pearl, as you can see. And if you press it, you can see that it's totally mushy. So 1.5 cups of soaked tapioca, then coriander, 2 green chilies, half lemon, then 3 boiled potatoes. I have mashed them here. And these are the dry ingredients. We need 1 spoon of salt, some cumin seeds, half spoon of red chili powder, and about 1 teaspoon of sugar. Of course, we need oil. So let's get started with the actual recipe. Alright, so this is the tapioca. I'm going to add 3 medium-size potatoes. I have mashed them after boiling for 3 whistles. So mix it all. Then roughly chopped coriander and green chilies. And of course all the dried ingredients: salt, cumin seeds, sugar and red chili powder. Since you have already put the green chilies, we don't need red chili powder that much, so just for color and little flavor. Lemon's juice, just for that tangy flavor, not much, just for flavoring. We always eat Sabudana Khichdi or Sabudana Vada. It's very famous, but this is something different and unique. And of course, last but not least, I'm gonna put crushed peanut powder. So this is gonna give you a nice crunch, as well as going to help for binding. So mix it well, and then you might need few drops of water to bind this dough. And once we bind it, we're gonna make the thalipeeths. So now, since it's mixed well, I'm going to just mash it so that the potato, tapioca, everything mix it together and forms a dough, just like that. So keep doing that for another 1 or 2 minutes, and you will see the ball type consistency, just like this. Okay, so as you can see, I have binded these mixture together and made 2 big round balls. I'm going to get a small ball just like this size, or maybe a little bigger. Depends on how big you want your thalipeeth. So it's like this, and let's get started cooking this. Here you go. So I have made around 8 to 9 medium-sized balls, just like this. Place the skillet on a stove and turn the heat to medium-high. Alright, so this is the main process. So I took around a square of aluminum foil. You can take parchment paper, or you can have a simple milk bag or plastic bag. Add some oil, spread some oil on this foil paper. Spread it nicely so that it won't stick. Get this ball and place it on here. So since your hand is already oily, this dough is not gonna stick to your hand. So make sure you press it nicely, evenly, just like this. Make sure the sides are not thick. Again, this is the size we need. Make sure it's evenly spread out. Alright, so this is all look good. Alright, just like that. Just try to get this round if possible. If not, it's okay. Alright, so now you're gonna press in the middle with your finger to make a hole here, because once it's on the skillet, we're gonna add some oil here, and the oil will be spread around the thalipeeth. So let's get going there. Alright, so my skillet is nice and hot. I'm going to get this thalipeeth and just flip it over on the skillet. So since this is the aluminum foil, we do not have to rush. We can take it as easily as we can. Look at this, how beautiful this looks. And as I said before, I'm going to add oil in the middle, just like this. Look at this sizzling, and on the side, so that this thalipeeth is going to get crispy on the edges. Cover it for about 2 minutes till it gets cooked, and then we are going to flip it over. I have used oil here, but if you want, you can have it pure ghee or butter if you want. So while that's cooking, I'm going to make one more thalipeeth. Alright, so while that's cooking, I'm going to move on to the next one so that you can see it one more time. Alright, so let's spread some oil here. Let's get this ball rolling, just like that. Make it a flat one, and dip your fingers in the oil and try to press it. Just press it nicely and evenly, just like that. And close all the borders just like this. Make sure it's nice and evenly spread out. And as I said before, just press with your finger and make a hole here. Alright, so let's see if our first one is cooked. Look at this. If you can see, this looks cooked from one side. Let's flip it over. Look at this. Wow. It's gonna be so much fun eating this. And I'm gonna share you how and with what you can eat this with. Again, variety is endless. You can eat it just like this. So cook it for another 1 minute here. and we will turn the side and see if it's cooked, and we see these brown spots on the other side as well. Alright, so time to flip back and look at the other side. This is perfectly done. Let's put it in a plate. Alright, Thalipeeth number 2. Let's get going. So my skillet is already hot, as you know. Look at this. So I'm just holding it just like this and place it gently, just like that. Look how easily that comes out in a pan, or in a skillet rather. So as I said, in the hole in the middle, put some oil, and of course around it as well. Cover it with the lid for about 2 to 3 minutes on medium high. So our Sabudana Thalipeeth is ready. Look at this. You can have this with yogurt and sugar, or just plain yogurt. I have added some butter as well. So if you are not fasting, you can also have it with ketchup. Varieties endless. I mean, as you can see, that delicacy was so amazing. Just make it and follow my recipe. Of course, I'm gonna see you next time. Thank you for visiting Foodland again, and thank you for watching this recipe. If you like this recipe, please hit the like button and do share your comments, and of course share with your friends and family. If you have not subscribed yet, please do subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.